EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Dallas Cowboys. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They start the drive here with Gainwell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we just talk about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Prescott to throw it. Looking left side and has got him in. That's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the gun, it's Hurts. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. They run behind center with Gainwell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Caleb Farley there on the tackle. 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Jalen Hurts with another touchdown rushing. 13 touchdowns, led all quarterbacks last year on the ground. No one else had more than 8. And, of course, we all remember the 3-touchdown game in the Super Bowl. So called running plays or scrambles, Jalen Hurts is dangerous.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Prescott. This will go to Henry out wide. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. You look at this Eagle defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses misses the target, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Fielded just inside the 20. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Cowboys 0.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's Hurts to throw. His throw incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because...
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
One 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And taken down just shy of the 40. The Cowboys at 500 at 6-6. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Prescott to throw this time. Throwing middle, and it's complete. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
Prescott now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Throwing, Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. There again is Cooks, complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Now a 2nd and 6.
To the air again, Prescott.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that is going to tie up the game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Hurts trying to hurry up the offense.
After the sack on first down, Hurts under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Pressure, and down he goes. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the...
And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. Osa Odighizuwa, his second sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Hurts. That's to his running back, Gainwell.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Got his man, it's Gainwell.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff. And just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll try and throw forward with Hurts. They'll check this one down to Gainwell. And he'll be brought down very close to the spot he needed. And it's going to wind up being enough. Maybe by less than a football, but a conversion nonetheless on 4th and 3. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Gainwell. He'll take it inside the 25.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This is 2nd and 8.
Again, a run with Gainwell. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
That'll be dumped off to Gainwell.
Touchdown! Kenneth Gainwell. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes 2nd down.
They'll run it again with Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Do this. Yeah, let's go. Showtime. Big play. Big play.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Here's Dak. That is caught. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Henry. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
You get down in this area of the field, you know you're going to get a heavy dose of number 22. They stopped him for a short game there, but can they do it a couple of more times?
They'll give Henry another shot. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Cowboys, they move back over 500 at